Hey everyone, it's Mickey Shee here, playing a live session on 25NL Zoom Rush Poker and attempting to narrate it at the same time. I've never done this before, so hopefully I can articulate a few points and not play too badly. These guys just auto shove, so that's easy folds on both tables. You'll notice a HUD that I'm almost finished, and I've talked about it before. I like it because it has a very small visible screen, but if you want more information, you just need to mouse over and up it comes. Post flop stuff down here, and early position, middle position, cut off button, small blind, big blind, betting tendencies, BPIPs and PFRs, limps, 3 bets, fold to 3 bets, and 4 bets. I think we'll call one straight, and this guy checks. I'm pretty certain we have the best hand. Question is, should we bet? Good check. Decision on the river. I still think we're looking pretty good, so we'll do a thin value bet, and he folds. The important thing to keep in mind when playing these games, I think personally, is just to play straightforward and solid, which is probably easier said than done. Hopefully I can accomplish that. What is ABC? What is solid poker? Well, putting people on ranges, keeping your range strong, and a whole bunch of other stuff which hopefully we can get into. Color coding on the full tilt players, not the actual HUD. Red is people who four table. I sort of assume that people who four table are reasonably good. So well, yeah, so, and anyone who other colors, I haven't color coded the others too much, and so yeah, I just like to keep an eye on the four tablers, the supposed good regs. I think this guy's got a jack or a queen, so I think we'll fold. Didn't want to bet the flop into 2 players on a weddish flop. Full tilt, time's out a whole bunch quicker than Poker Stars, which can be a problem. But I think the player base is a little bit weaker. Bet sizing, well, yeah, I've experimented with all sorts of bets and bet sizing. Could have bet that flop, but it was probably hitting his floating range. pretty strong. So I decided not to. This guy, this is where the HUD comes in useful. On the button, sorry, on the cutoff, he 29.14, which is fairly wide, so maybe a 3-bet might get a fold. And it does. Easy game when you have the HUD. I'm calling it the HUD, THUD for short. Yes, we'll see bet there, but I'm not that confident that he's hasn't got something that hits that. Nice river. Do we bet some of it? I think we maybe can raise it up a bit. He's going to call hopefully with a jack. He had an 8. Wow. Okay, as you can see, some very bizarre plays go on. I guess he was trying to rep the ace on the river, but I had it, so that's a bit of bad luck for him. This is probably maybe where I differ in a lot of people. I don't like to raise up the small blind versus the big blind too often. You just find yourself out of position. In some bad spots, out of position, which is not very nice, as you probably know. Much better to find yourself in good positions. In position. Maybe we fold. This guy seems to 3-bet a fair amount. I mean, you'll need to look around the table before you make a decision. I mean, who's in front of you, who's to your left, and what they might do. Like fold when you have kings, which isn't very happy. This guy raises a fair bet. Early position. Color coding gives you a hint that he's fairly loose in the under the gun, so hopefully that bet will get a bit of respect. This guy flatting, you'd think he wouldn't have too much. Woo. Okay, we'll give it to him. Yeah, these bet sizes, I don't know, experimenting with them, 2.1, 2.4, 2.7, I don't really have any reason when I pick the particular one, which is probably good, because it's, if I don't know, my opponents certainly don't know. Just mix it up a bit depending on how I'm feeling. Probably positional. I tend to earlier positions raise it up higher, and later positions not so much. And you know, maybe try and keep it a bit low with pocket pairs, small pocket pairs, trying to set mine. The cheaper you can get in the pot initially is always good. Again, I don't like to mess around too much. Small blind versus big blind. Hopefully we get a 3-bet here or a call. Nope. Do you ever get the feeling that people know when you have aces and kings? And when you don't, they tend to call and squeeze you. Now, that would have been nice with the aces. However, we will carry on. This guy's all in. 350, Jack 10. Yeah. Not worth worrying about. Jack 8, this guy. Yeah, we might squeeze and try and pick up some dead money. It's always a good spot when the cutoff opens, the big blind flat, excuse me, the button flats. It's a classic squeeze spot, but try not to do it too much. But the good thing about Rush and Zoom and all those fast fold poker formats is that people shouldn't notice that much because you're on a different table. The very next hand, and unless you have people who are very closely paying attention to everything, then you can probably get away with a lot of squeezes. Having said that, yeah, we'll do it again. Just see what happens. And it's easy game. Problem is my HUD gets in the way sometimes on the timer. I think we'll fold. So we have a gut shot, and a limp pot. We'll bet, see what happens. Bet fold, I think. Hopefully they fold. And they do. Nice. Obviously keeping it tight under the gun in these fast fold poker games is pretty mandatory. Whether you should raise small pocket pairs is debatable. Some people say yes, others say no. I guess it depends on who's in front of you and whether you are going to get 3-bet a fair amount. Jack Scott is pretty tight. Maybe not. Okay. My bet sizing is probably something I can work on. I want to throw Ace Jack, but I don't want to. I don't know, let's put him on Ace King, Ace Queen. $2. I would you bet $2? Oh dear. Okay. I guess you'd bet $2 if you Had aces or something. Guess there's enough money in there now to lose it all to kings. Well. Let's get back to that hand in a minute. What does this guy got? He could have an ace, so we'd just be splitting, so... No, he had pair of sixes, so... Yes, we could have got another straight, but whether he would have called is another story. Okay, this guy bets $1. Queen, we will bet for value, of course. Hopefully he's got ace jack or something, but not king 10. What's he gonna do? Calls, hopefully with ace jack. And he had ace jack. Okay, got lucky on the turn, we did, but you know, poker's about, well, it's not all about luck, but I'll take my share when I get it. Question is whether to raise flat. So he's given up, he's probably got nothing, maybe a flush draw. Folds, set mine over here on the right and hit. It's pretty awesome how you run well when you make videos, it seems. Okay, I want to get back to that other hand somewhere, wherever it was. Check. So yeah, kings, jack ace. So I suppose I don't know how people look back on hands and commentate videos. Yeah, it isn't exactly, we have a gut shot, and this guy will check to us with maybe a, God knows. I'm going to stop one table just so I can talk, and I think I'll be this one, and we might actually play this one. I just want to go back on that other hand for a moment. I think I played it really bad and still got there. Okay, let's stop those tables. So yeah, okay, I'm ace jack. He raises to 50. And I 3-bet, and then he 4-bets, and I flat. Now that 2, when he bet the 2, it was sort of, yeah, I was a bit suspicious when that happened. He bet $2 into a 4-bet pot, and I raised him up, which probably wasn't a good idea, I don't think. You know, what's he going to call with? Nothing worse. And yeah, I mean, that bet sizing is either giving up, which I doubt after he 4-bet, or yeah, trying to induce, and he did. And there was enough money in the pot, I just shoved after he repopped it, and I luckily got there. So I think I played that hand pretty badly. Maybe I should have just shoved pre, but anyway, we'll continue on. Queen 6, pretty bad. 5, 10 off, bad. Ace King, under the gun, raise it up. And we get called by some short stacker whose range could be anything, but I would assume not a 4 or a 5, but he folds. I hope I don't live to regret this statement, but I think making videos and talking over the top while you play live should make you a better player. Before every decision, I'm trying to tell you why I'm doing it, so that you would think has to be good. Ace Jack, I'm raising it up. Under the gun, it's, Ace 10, I wouldn't. Ace Jack, yep. Borderline. Maybe in zoom it is a fold, or rush, sorry. But when you hit the ace, you bet and they fold. It's a good play, but we are not results oriented. We are not results oriented here at Zoom Rush. Okay, this guy limps, he's got no money, we'll bump it up. And he calls, and we hit nothing. Yeah, I think we'll just give it up, maybe. Bet 75 cents. Yep. And we got a call. I think, yeah, okay. What can be said about that hand, except short stackers are very annoying, but whatever. Having said that, I think I will call. Queen 10, check. I'm going to re-raise because we have a gut shot, and fold if he goes over the top. Doesn't. I think he would have shipped an ace. I think he's got a jack. Not sure whether he'd give up. I'm not sure he'd fold if I bet. Wow, King Queen. Okay, I think he would have folded. Yeah, I like to check raise gut shots and fold to any aggression from my opponent. Okay, what do we got here? We have a gut shot. Hold the twos. Just 72. Out of the big blind. I'll bet our gut shot. And it's probably a bad card to bet again. is a popular theory. We'll check it, and we will hope to hit our jack, which we do not, and I guess it's a fold. Unless he had a worse. Okay, we'll fold just because over here, this guy who doesn't 3-bet that much is 3-bet me. Shot. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's got here. I really don't. I wish I could tell you. And yeah, maybe he's got ace king as well. Tough spot. Ace king. I would have shipped it pre, but this is now a tough spot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to fold. Okay, tell me what you think about that hand, because I'm not sure I played it. Nah, I think I played it okay. I mean, I was prepared to get it in pre, I think, and out of position with ace king. Much rather get it in pre than try to play it post, because it is very difficult, as I just demonstrated. Okay, I have surprised myself by actually talking for now about 30 minutes, and sure I was going to be able to talk over the top while playing. It's sort of the first time I've done it in a Zoom game, so I'd be interested in any feedback from people, and hopefully we will be bringing you some more videos in the future, or we will be, not hopefully, from okay, short intermission there. Sorry, I went away for a second because my daughter came in and wanted my headphones to play Grand Theft Auto 5, which is an awesome game, by the way. I think we might wrap it up shortly anyway. It's about 30 minutes, which doesn't mean anything. But again, feedback would be good. Positive, negative. This is, like I said, first time I've made a Zoom Rush video. And yeah, that's what I was saying before. Hope to get some really good content coming away from some really good players shortly. I 3-bet this guy because I know I've got ace blocker on the button. He seems to open very well, reasonably wide, and folds to a ton of 3-bets. So thanks to the Super HUD, the thud, we can make decisions like that. If that, it's a different guy, but the big yellow folder 3-bet is he folds the 3-bets 100% of the time, but this guy's only 1 out of 1, so don't be tricked by that. So we might set out the next big blind. And just play out the remaining hands. I mean, mono board, that's pretty much a mandatory bet. And we get bet. This guy, I think I'm going to fold because Ace Jack is I just don't think it's strong enough to play out of position in a re-raise pot. Might be a bit weak, but I'm going to fold it. Okay, that table's finished. Let's just raise that up. The fun, it's a bit wider than I would recommend under the gun, but when everybody folds, it's fun. Okay, that's it. Hopefully you learned something. Again, interested in any feedback, and this is the first video from zoomrush.com. Be on the lookout for lots more coming your way.